The date is January 25th, 2026. The city of Manila awakens, shrouded in the quiet haze of dawn. But this is no ordinary morning. The air over the bay is electric, heavy with a sense of anticipation, a feeling that something significant is about to unfold. Through the lingering mist, a silhouette begins to take shape. It's gray, sleek, and undeniably powerful. This is the BRP Andres Bonifacio, the first of two former Japanese Asagiri-Class destroyers, now proudly bearing the Philippine flag. Along the waterfront, a crowd begins to swell. The early morning light catches the faces of onlookers, their expressions a mix of awe and excitement. Smartphones are held high, capturing the historic moment as a wave of cheers ripples through the air. The destroyer glides gracefully towards the harbor, its modern hull slicing through the calm waters of Manila Bay with a quiet authority. For every person gathered here, this is more than just a naval spectacle. It's a profound moment of national pride, a tangible symbol of a nation's renewed resolve. This isn't just another ship docking at the pier. It represents a monumental shift for the entire country. It's a game-changer, a promise of enhanced security, and a firm declaration to the world. The Philippines is no longer content to simply watch events unfold in its own maritime backyard. From this day forward, it will actively defend its waters and assert its sovereignty with newfound strength. On the deck of the BRP Andres Bonifacio, sailors stand at attention, their crisp white uniforms a brilliant contrast against the gray steel of the warship. They line the rails, their salutes sharp and unwavering, their faces filled with a pride that mirrors the crowd on shore. These men and women have just completed months of rigorous, intensive training in Japan, preparing for this very moment. The camaraderie between the Filipino crew and their Japanese counterparts is evident, a powerful testament to the strategic partnership that made this transfer possible. This isn't just a military acquisition. It's a bond forged between two nations committed to regional stability. With the careful guidance of tugboats, the massive destroyer is eased into its berth at Naval Station Jose Andrade. The atmosphere on the pier is formal yet celebratory. Senior military and government officials from both the Philippines and Japan exchange firm handshakes, their expressions reflecting mutual respect and solidarity. This moment is the culmination of years of negotiation, planning, and cooperation. Later, at a joint press conference, the message is clear and unified. Military leaders from both countries speak of shared democratic values and a partnership forged in the face of complex regional challenges. They emphasize that this alliance is not merely about hardware, but about a shared vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific. This destroyer is a cornerstone of a strategy designed to shape the region's future for the better, promoting peace through strength. Let's take a closer look at the ship itself. The BRP Andres Bonifacio is a marvel of naval engineering. It's equipped with advanced sensor suites, state-of-the-art radar systems, and a formidable array of weaponry. From anti-ship missiles to sophisticated sonar for detecting submarines, this vessel is designed for the complex realities of modern maritime warfare. It stands ready to defend the nation's vast maritime domain, sending an unmistakable message to any actor that might seek to challenge Philippine sovereignty or undermine international law. To truly appreciate the significance of this arrival, we need to look back. For decades, the Philippine Navy operated with a fleet of aging, often outmatched vessels. Many were relics of a bygone era, struggling to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving security landscape. The contrast between those legacy platforms and this new arrival could not be more dramatic. Today, for the first time in generations, a true, frontline, multi-mission combatant joins the fleet, dramatically enhancing the Navy's capabilities overnight. The official commissioning ceremony is a deeply patriotic affair. It's a moment steeped in tradition and national pride. As the Philippine flag is hoisted and the ship formally enters service, it marks more than just the addition of a new asset. It signifies the dawn of a new era for the Philippine Navy and for the nation it protects. This is a Navy that is modernizing, professionalizing, and preparing to meet the challenges of the 21st century head-on. Soon, the BRP Andres Bonifacio will not be tied to a pier. Its true purpose lies on the open sea. It will begin its mission, patrolling the vast Philippine exclusive economic zone. It will serve as a protective shield for Filipino fishermen who have faced harassment in their own waters. It will act as a guardian for the nation's vital marine resources, from fisheries to potential energy reserves. Its consistent presence will be a powerful assertion of sovereign rights, ensuring the Philippine voice is not just heard, but respected, within its own maritime territories. Imagine the impact this will have. The presence of a capable warship like this one changes the strategic calculus in the region. It provides the Philippines with a credible deterrent, a platform that can monitor, respond, and defend. It's a floating bastion of national will, projecting stability and upholding the rule of law across thousands of square miles of ocean. As the sun begins to set over Manila Bay, it casts a golden, beautiful light across the water. The silhouette of the BRP Andres Bonifacio stands stark and powerful against the colorful sky. It is more than just a ship. It is a symbol of a turning point in Philippine maritime history. It represents a nation that has looked at the challenges on its horizon and chosen to act with courage and foresight. The era of being a passive observer, of watching from the sidelines as others dictate events, is over. The Philippines is stepping forward, unified and resolute. With this new strength, the nation is ready to protect its interests, to lead by example, and to confidently shape its own destiny on the high seas. This is the new Philippine Navy, and its watch has just begun. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future updates on regional security and naval developments. Your support helps us bring these important stories to light. See you in the next one. For decades, the Philippine Navy faced an almost impossible task, protecting over 36,000 kilometers of coastline with a fleet of aging, often outdated ships. Imagine trying to guard thousands of islands and vast maritime borders with vessels from the World War II era, many of which were hand-me-downs from allies. These ships were simply not equipped for the modern challenges of the West Philippine Sea. Illegal fishing, smuggling, and piracy were constant threats. Foreign ships would frequently intrude into Philippine waters, and the Navy's lightly armed patrol boats were often outmatched, unable to effectively deter these incursions. Our nation's maritime sovereignty was under constant pressure. Yet, despite shoestring budgets and aging equipment, the crews of these ships showed incredible dedication. Maintenance was a daily battle, with sailors working around the clock just to keep their vessels afloat and operational. The arrival of the Asagiri-Class frigates was a huge step forward, a sign of real progress. But the fleet still lacked a heavier, more capable class of ship that could project credible deterrence far from shore. There was a critical gap in our defense posture. That gap is now being filled. The arrival of the Asagiri-Class destroyers from Japan marks a turning point for the Philippine Navy. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a transformation. It elevates the Navy from a force primarily focused on law enforcement to a true maritime defense power. These destroyers are designed for extended operations in contested waters. They can stay at sea longer, travel farther, and command respect from both allies and potential adversaries. Their presence fundamentally redefines the Philippines' role in regional security. From a technological standpoint, the Asagiri-Class is a quantum leap forward. These ships are multi-role powerhouses, equipped with state-of-the-art sensors, long-range radars, and powerful main guns capable of engaging targets at significant distances. But perhaps their most critical new feature is their robust anti-submarine warfare capability. With advanced hull-mounted sonar and the ability to carry anti-submarine helicopters, they dramatically enhance our ability to defend against threats lurking beneath the waves, a capability that was severely lacking before. At the heart of each destroyer is the Combat Information Center, or CIC. Think of it as the ship's brain. Here, advanced computer systems fuse data from all the ship's sensors into a single, real-time operational picture. Sailors in the CIC can track multiple threats simultaneously, on the surface, in the air, and underwater. This allows for lightning-fast decision-making and seamless coordination with other naval ships and Air Force assets. Secure communication links and data-sharing capabilities act as a force multiplier, making the entire defense network more effective. With these ships, the Philippine Navy can shift from a purely reactive posture to a proactive one. Instead of just responding to incidents, we can establish a persistent presence, creating visible deterrence that raises the stakes for any potential aggressor. Improved maritime domain awareness means we know what's happening in our waters, when it's happening. These destroyers are crucial for protecting our exclusive economic zone, which is vital for our nation's food security and access to natural resources. They also bolster our ability to conduct maritime law enforcement against smuggling and other illicit activities. But this transfer is about so much more than just hardware. It's about people and partnership. Filipino sailors traveled to Japan for extensive training, mastering every system on board these complex warships. More than that, they absorbed the professionalism, discipline, and operational philosophy of one of the world's most advanced navies. This shared experience, combined with ongoing joint exercises, logistics support, and maintenance cooperation, builds a foundation for lasting interoperability. Now, when Filipino and Japanese sailors meet at sea, they aren't strangers. They are colleagues, working together towards a common goal. For Japan, this transfer represents a significant evolution in its own defense policy. Guided by the vision of a free and open Indo-Pacific, Japan recognizes that its own security is directly linked to the stability of the entire region. By transferring real, tangible military capability, not just financial aid, Japan is actively strengthening vital sea lanes and reinforcing the international rules-based order alongside its partners and allies. The Asagiri-Class destroyers have a proud history. They were born during the Cold War, designed to hunt Soviet submarines and guard Japan's maritime approaches. Over the years, they were meticulously maintained and modernized. Now, they begin a new chapter in their service life, taking on the crucial mission of safeguarding Philippine sovereignty in the contested waters of the South China Sea. They carry forward a legacy of strength while embodying a shared future of cooperation between our two nations. These ships are also powerful instruments of diplomacy. Their presence during multinational patrols, joint exercises, humanitarian assistance missions, and friendly port visits reinforces a commitment to a peaceful, rules-based order. It builds soft power and deepens relationships. The transfer itself cements the Japan-Philippines strategic partnership in a way that no treaty or document alone ever could. It is a tangible symbol of trust and mutual respect. The arrival of the Asagiri-Class destroyers is not the end of the Philippine Navy's modernization journey. In many ways, it's just the beginning. They set a new, higher standard for the entire fleet. They will guide future acquisitions and drive the integration of ships, aircraft, and shore-based systems into a single, fully networked force. These vessels are more than just warships. They are guardians of peace. They are bold declarations of national resolve. And they are enduring symbols of a Philippines ready and able to defend its waters, its people, and its future. Thank you for watching, and be sure to follow for more updates on our journey.